Hi everyone, today I'm going to share about another secret that the banks doesn't want you to know. So, I recently published a article on LinkedIn and it gets quite popular. It's called "The Secret Department the Banks does not want you to call is the retention team." The retention team, is there such thing? Okay, so today's sharing is about the instruction that I wrote out to help you to renegotiate your home loan rate with your current bank. It's guaranteed they will lower your rate for you, and you can save maybe a couple of $1,000s without going through the hassle to refinance. You still can, but it's not necessary. Look, unfortunately, the loyal customer of the banks usually get rewarded by paying higher interest rate than the new customer. And it's a high staff turnover industry where your lending manager 2-3 years ago or your brokers 4-5 years ago may left the position. They might be great, but they left the position, and more than often they never contact you, even they're still there. So it's quite sad. You have to do this by yourself most likely. And but here's some tips. I'm glad that there are some steps. Before that, I want you to know, cool down a bit when you saw the advertisement that the banks put out to refinance, that they want to get your home loan a crossover. They may offer lower rate. They may offer cash back, 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000. But that's tricks. That might not be the best. Here is more than 6 disadvantage that I wrote down. That is gonna get your in disadvantage. For example, a lot of people didn't know that it's discharge fee for $350. They didn't know that they need to pay the title disregistration and registration fee, which is around $200 each. And the time, it might take you anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks to complete the refinance. You're gonna put in a lot of hours, and you require a full assessment again for your income and the liabilities. And your current situation might not be as great as years ago when you apply for the loan. Initially, you might get kids, stop working for a while. You might change a new industry where you're really passionate about, but your income was not as high as before. Or you just start your new business, where in the first 2 years it's still not breaking even yet, and you might pay penalty to break the fixed rate. The new broker or the new banker didn't bother to tell you. And the previous broker or the broker who did a hard work for you, if you left the bank in the first couple of years, they might get the clawback penalty, which means they, if especially in a year's time you left it, within a year they did it for free. So you were breaking the spirit of contract, I guess. Well, of course, on the other hand, there are benefits. So I summarize 5 benefits that you will get to refinance. Or last thing, it's very important that the disadvantage that you get is you're going to reset your home loan for another 30 years most likely. And I have another video where I talk about restarting your long term is really making the banks earning more money. They're smart. They did the algorithm already. They use slightly lower rate to attract the customer. But think about this in a simple way. You pay 30 years, 30 years, 30 years, 30 years. You never stop. You never paid off the home loan, and the banks earn a chunk of interest at the start. So that's really bad. All banks are evil. On the other hand, there are benefits to refinance, of course. Number one, you can restructure your loan. Second is you might change a more suitable product. And third, which is where I usually promote, is you can lower your monthly repayment, which will increase your borrowing power for the next property. Number 4 is you can get cash out for renovation and other investment opportunities. This is where I promote as well. And number 5, potentially you can extend interest only if your current bank doesn't give that appetite anymore. If that suits your tax structure and investment strategy, I believe there's a big benefit as well. Of course, on the other hand, You can get rid of your wife or your husband during a divorce, get them out of the title. That was a joke only, really. Okay, the advantage for refinance to another bank or broker, look, it's all up there. And also the process, I break down into 3 simple process. Number 1 is to find out your current rate. The banks are very tricky. They don't show you the rate straight away on every single page of your bank statement. You have to find very hard. It's usually at the last page. And also on your app, it's very hard to find. You have to click so many times or log on to your internet banking. And ask your broker. Number 2 is to collect evidence. So ask your broker to send you an email of the quote of other banks are offering with a similar product that you have. And also, simplest way is just go to your own bank's website to look at the new advertisement they put up for the same product they're selling right now. And number 3 is call for action. Just call the customer service team and complain, say, I'm not happy about my interest rate. Please transfer to the home loan or the retention team. I want to speak to them. I want to review my situation. Be firm. Believe that you can get a better rate. Believe that you deserve a better rate by being a loyal customer, Look, here's some lines that you can use. Some of my clients or friends out there too gentle. They don't know where to start with. So that's be bitchy, okay? Number 1, I want to get discharge figures. If you could not look after me like the new clients, I'll just go to another banks. All right? I'll just pick your competitors. They offering me blah, blah, blah. Your next door offering me 1% lower, not 0.1% lower. It's a lot of money. I earn money not easy, yeah? I'm a single mom, or I came to Australia alone. I'm still trying to save money to get married. The diamond ring is very, very expensive. Be human sometimes, I just break up with my girlfriend and I'm very sad. I need to save money to travel. Just kidding. Okay, what are the rate options? If I go to fixed, would you give me a lower rate? If I go to principal and interest instead of interest only, would you give me a lower rate? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I refer my friends to you, right? This bank, and they get 3.8 recently. How come my rate is 5.2? I've been with you guys for 3 years. I got this rate from my broker or another banker, and they also gave me $2,000 cash back. I cannot believe that. I'm going through a promotion course recently. I'm very busy. I don't want to go through the paperwork. Could you just match the rate for me? Blah, 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 Well, to be honest, a lot of these lines I share above are very gentle already. So try your luck, Look, another economist that I adore, is Maiten Miller, who says, if you take your money out from your left pocket and put it into your right pocket, you're not getting richer. So same thing, if I help you to refinance from one bank to another bank just for the lower rate, I'm not getting you richer. You can simply following the previous step and achieve that. I'm not adding value to you. Not like most bankers and brokers out there, they're just getting the bank rich. I want to help you to gain more financial literacy to identify the property investment opportunity in the market and to really help you to gain financial freedom in the near future. Good luck and start hustling the bank.